In this video, I'll be breaking down exactly what I would do if I was starting from scratch. I get a lot of questions from y'all like, bruh, what would you do if you were starting all over again? How would you, remake this whole shit happen all over again if you had to start all over from scratch? With pop-up shops and online sales included, with the clothing brand, I've made over 6 figures. I also do run a silent brand that is not a clothing brand that has made over $400,000 as of July 11th, 2025. First of all, if I was starting all over again from scratch, I would definitely start with a clothing brand. Clothing brand, I would say that because that's what got me to the point I got today. Without the clothing brand, I would definitely not be nowhere where I'm at today. That's what taught me marketing. That's what taught me about Shopify stores, taught me how to run a successful Shopify store and everything like that, bro. So I would start with a clothing brand first and foremost. Now, clothing brand. A budget that I'll be cool with starting, bruh, if I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all, y'all need some bread, bro. Clothing brand nowadays is not no pre-order method. Bruh, clothing brand is pre-made, ship out within 1 to 2 business days, and get it to your customer within a week. Or you're getting a chargeback, or you're getting bad reviews, and you're not going to be successful in this brand shit. So take some time. If you already have some savings, invest that savings into the brand. Or if you don't have savings, save some money up, bro. I say a good amount of money to start with is $5,000. You feel me? Now, if you guys, let's say 5,000, bro. Anybody can save 5,000, bro. If you can't save 5,000, it's all about your habits, bro. I've had days where I've made almost 5,000. I have $4,000 days, $5,000 days with my. So I had stores that actually make $5,000 in a day. So if you guys cannot make $5,000, if you guys cannot save $5,000, you guys are just not making any money. You guys need to find a way to make some money. You guys need $5,000 to be able to start this. So if you guys don't know where the $5,000 is gonna come from, y'all need to either get a job, ask somebody to borrow some money. I wouldn't recommend borrowing no money, bro, because that just puts extra stress on you to pay it back. But yeah, get $5,000 for somewhere. I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. Or, if you guys don't want to go that much investment into the brand when you're starting off, just split everything that I'm about to tell you in half and start with $2,500. So the first thing I would do is find a product. I would make a clothing brand, and then I would make a product. I would spend the time making one type of product. If you don't know how to design, do not try to design in a day. Like, bro, it's not that hard to design. Honestly, you could design on a piece of paper. But if you do not know how to design, get a graphic designer and do some product research. Study the game. So what I would do is I would start a clothing brand. I would study the game. Wait. Do not just jump to spend the money. Wait. Do some product research. Maybe research while you saving up the money. You feel me? Do some product research. See what target audience you're going to pick. See what you like. Honestly, I'll probably just start a brand based off something I like, so I'm interested in it, so I keep the movement going, so I'm consistent in it, so it doesn't bore me mentally. So that would be something like, streetwear, something like what I'm wearing right now. That would be what I'm interested in. So I would start off with that. Boom. Product research for about a week, 2 weeks. See where the market is. Right now, what's in style is jorts, flannels, of course, flannels. What else is in style? Rhinestones. All over rhinestones is in crazy. You feel me? Distressing. Any type of distressing is in right now. That punk fashion. Just look at what the biggest rappers are wearing. Gunna. That's kind of that streetwear type of aesthetic where cut off shirts. That's another big one in right now for the summer. But do market research, right? See what's popular. See what people want to buy right now. And if you see what people want to buy right now, then you can make a product based on that. So see what people want to buy right now, make a product based on that. When you're making a product, take different things from different places, right? Take something you've seen from this piece, take something you've seen from this piece, take something you've seen from this piece, and bring it all together and make it make sense. Basically, make the best type of product you can make for what people want. So if everybody wants a vintage style cutoff shirt, make the best vintage style cutoff shirt so you can sell it. You feel me? So make the best vintage style cutoff shirt so it's easy for you to sell. Don't just start making motorcycle jeans and motorcycle jackets if that's not even in style right now. Don't just start making random crap, because I promise you, you will sit on that inventory. So now, once you have the product made, you have the product in mind, what product you're gonna get. If you do not know how to design, you need to outsource to get a graphic designer, because you can learn how to design within a year. I'll say you can learn how to have taste and be a good designer in a year. If you haven't been doing it for at least a year, you aren't a tasteful designer, you aren't an experienced designer, you're a rookie, and you should consider yourself to be a rookie. Still, don't get an ego. Get your head, push it down a little bit. You're not the next Virgil, and learn how to actually design and appreciate the game. Appreciate learning that, all right, not every design is going to be a good design. Not every design is going to make it out of Procreate. Not every design is going to make it out of Illustrator. But every design is going to help you become a better designer. So take your time with that shit. But yeah, if you do not know how to design, get a graphic designer. Take your time learning how to design, and eventually you will make hard pieces. If you have no interest in ever learning how to design, you don't have to. You can work with a great graphic designer or a great creative director that can make sure you have the best designs for your clothing brand. You don't have to worry about, you know, marketing or anything like that. You can outsource everything and leave it pretty much to your team. So, but that's later on in the business. We're on the $5,000 part of the video. We're on a $5,000 budget here. So now that you got the product, spend your first $2,000 out of that $5,000 on the product. Spend the $2,000, bro. I know it sounds like half of the money, like it's gonna be, you feel me? But it's just an investment. $2,000, you could get a pretty good bulk. So let's say you get a product that is really high quality standout piece, right? And you are able to sell it, let's say, for, if I was starting all over again, I would position myself to be a luxury brand because they have the highest profit margins. So I would get a luxury type of, you know, high quality product made. So you got to find a manufacturer. Boom. Just ask around, right? Ask your friends, where can I find a good manufacturer? You feel me? If you guys need a manufacturer, DM me on Instagram. I'm pretty sure I can work out, find you a good manufacturer. But bro, you can find a manufacturer anywhere, bro. Just go on. You guys know that information. That's basic, bro. Go on Alibaba, look at shit, you know, look at stuff, bro. Like, bro, I'm not about to make this the basic same how to start a clothing brand video. You feel me? I'm just breaking down what I would do if I had to start all over from scratch. So boom, I'll find a manufacturer supplier from somebody I know, or, you know, find a supplier on some type of website like Alibaba or something like that. After that, I would get my product made, probably something high quality like a pair of jeans, or, you know, a canvas jacket, or something that's a standout piece that just screams like it's expensive, scream like it's high quality, scream like it's luxury. I would invest the first $2,000 into that. So sampling for that would probably be about $5,000. Sampling for that would probably be about $500, and then I would have $1,500 to invest into the bulk. I would look for a manufacturer with a pretty low MOQ starting off, because you don't want to order crazy amount of product in the beginning. You still want to have money to move around, have money to invest into trips and networking, and invest into other things in business. It's just more than product. So boom, now that you invested the $500 in a sample, you got the sample figured out, you invest into the bulk. Now when you're investing into the bulk, you get the $1,500, and during this time you have your sample. You can start marketing, start teasing. I wouldn't even put a drop date yet. Don't even put a drop date. Just keep posting that shit. Just keep posting. Have the brand name ready, have everything ready, but just keep posting. Keep posting, keep posting, keep posting. And eventually you'll have some type of traction. You'll gain some type of traction. If the piece is hard enough, it will be seen. I promise you. I promise you. If your piece is not being seen right now and you have a brand, you aren't trying hard enough, you aren't marketing enough ways. Just keep on trying. Everything that you see, that you like, that you think is a good idea, try it. Everything that you think is a good idea, try it, because sometimes it's those good ideas that we have, that I've had before, that have made me hundreds of thousands of dollars. So boom, post, and build up your SMS list. That's another thing. That's what I would do. Get my SMS list and start it from day one. Build your SMS list, bro. Every nigga that you see that's interested in your product, yo, join my SMS list. They're gonna join the SMS list. Boom. Join my SMS list. Join my SMS list. Do not tease the drop. And I would do a little bit of marketing, a little bit of, you know, social engineering to make my brand seem more established than it is. Whether that is just, you know, subtle details that point to a legacy brand. So, you know, older style fonts or, you know, stuff like that. It's not even necessarily that, but, you know, positioning your brand as if you're not brand new. You know, Louis Vuitton, the owner of Louis Vuitton, can start a brand here in 2025, and because of how they do their shoots and how organized and professional everything is, it appears as if the brand has been around for a long time. So I would take it serious. I would try to model myself off of the brands that are making the most money, which are the mainstream brands. So model yourself off that. Be professional. Professional photo shoots, professional website. Model it and make it look well, right? After I do that, boom, I got a little bit of hype. Let's say I feel like, boom, after I get like 100 SMS, I'm gonna make a drop date. You feel me? 100 SMS customers, I'm gonna get a drop date. Boom. I'm gonna get a drop date, and then I'm gonna start 3 weeks from then. I'm gonna set out a product rollout, and the product rollout is just gonna be more photo shoots, more specifically geared to the drop date, building a world around the product. You have to build a world around a product, y'all. Y'all have to build a world around a product. So that's like from, let's say if you have like Montclair, for example. Montclair's world is snowy, Antarctica looking vibes. You feel me? Just come up with a world, build a world around your brand. So for example, if I'm making puffer coats, I'm gonna have skiing, you feel me? Colorado, snow, mountains. That's gonna be the scenery in my photo shoot, because that's what's gonna go with the flow of my product. So build a world that flows with your product. So build a world that's a big thing when you're marketing. Look at your competition as well and see how they're building their worlds, so you can know how you want to build your world. A clothing brand is just a world, bro. When somebody buys your product, they are now in that world. They are now a part of that community. They are now a part of people that buy this brand. Everybody that buys Nike, they as in some type of way want to be athletic in some type of way. That's why Nike sells that check. They sell those running shoes because people want to run in them. People want to wear their products to go to the gym. People want to wear their products to go and compete, right? So Nike is, for lack of a better term, the most ideal situation for world building. They are the winners. They present themselves as the winners. Victory, blah, blah, blah. World building. I could get that. I could go into a whole nother video about world building. Make the drop. Do the drop. Boom. You should get, while you're marketing, you should gain at least double your SMS list. I would have probably been reaching for 500, and I probably would have hit about 300 SMS by the time the drop hit. You feel me? Just because I'm gonna be consistently dropping content every day or every other day. Just whatever you're doing, just make sure it's consistent. Make sure the algorithm knows that it's consistent. So whether you post every day, every other day, every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, make sure it's consistent and people know when to expect to get content from you. Also, when you're dropping, make sure you provide a level of scarcity. Let people know that, look, you're a small brand. Not everybody's going to be able to get access to this. There's 300 people on this list and you only have maybe 20, 30 products. So, boom, you post the site. $100 product at least, right? Boom. Them gone. 30, just like that. You drop, let's say you get a 10% conversion rate from your SMS list. That's 30 hoodies gone. 30 whatever product it is that you're making gone, just like that. And you're selling it for at least $100. That's $3,000. So boom, you take that $3,000. Now you have $6,000. Boom, and you invest that money into the next drop and into the next drop, and rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat. And eventually, through this journey, you'll be meeting people. You'll be networking. You'll be meeting other brand owners and meeting with manufacturers and taking trips and doing all this. But while you're on this journey, pay attention and listen. Listen to everything around you, and also be learning and improve every day, because if you aren't, somebody else will. And that's what I would tell myself if I was starting from scratch. That's what I would do. I would start a clothing brand and I would run it just like that. If you guys need help with starting an e-commerce store or anything like that, I am taking some people who qualify for one-on-one mentorship if that's what you want to do. But Hey, I hope you guys were able to relate to this video. I hope you guys got some valuable information from this video. I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next video. It's been y'all dog. We out.